Well, if 2020 has taught us anything, it's to get creative, right? And we're all trying to figure out ways to be creative with work or whatever it might be. And maybe you've had that side hustle you wanted to do for a while, but you just haven't started it. We want to talk to our friend, Michelle McCullough. She is an author and speaker. Michelle, you always bring us some great ideas to the show. So, how do we go about getting that side hustle started?
Well, I think first and foremost, the number one thing that I would recommend is to get clear on your why. Because there are so many different reasons why people want to do side hustles. And unless you're really clear and that why is anchored, then it's really hard to make time for it. So I think that it's as simple as thinking, do you want some extra money? Or are you trying to get a better job? Or do you want some personal fulfillment? Whatever it is, ask yourself why you want it. Because otherwise, ideas can float around in our minds. And if we don't get clear about why we want something, then it's hard for us to focus our efforts. And so that's why I recommend number one, just sit down, take a few minutes, write down on a 3x5 card why this side hustle is important to you, and then look at it every day because it becomes a challenge. Time will become a challenge. People will say, why are you doing that? But if you're clear on your why, then it makes it a lot easier to move forward.
It's so funny that you say that because honestly, I literally had someone ask me about one of my side hustles recently and why are you doing it? And I was like, that's a good question. I don't know. So I really have thought to myself, I need to focus my side hustle so I'm not completely so spread thin. That's a good first one. How about our second thing we should do?
Okay, so the second one is so important. It is a philosophy that I learned from a great mentor of mine named Brendan Burchard, and he said that success is scheduled. So if you want anything to thrive, just like going to the gym or taking care of work, everything happens on a schedule. And so if you can schedule some time into your week to focus on actually moving that business forward, then it'll really help you feel more in control about how you can get things done. If you're working full time, whether you get up in the morning or you use your lunch hour or you do a couple hours before bed, or if you're a busy mom, finding times, whether it's nap time or after the kids are down, whatever that is, schedule that time and focus it, guard it, just like you would a meeting or lunch with a friend, and use that time as wisely as possible.
So, so true. And how about number three?
Number three, I highly recommend that as you think through this, that you think about who can help you. Sometimes we think we have to do everything ourselves, and yet the best thing that you can do with your time is to treat it like an asset. And so if you treat it like a liability, then you're doing things you probably shouldn't. But if somebody else has an expertise that they can help you with, then you absolutely want to involve them. Likewise, everything should be done at the lowest possible level. So if you can get someone to help you at the lower level with tasks that aren't making you money or aren't helping you move forward, like an assistant, then you'll often find that your time will magnify itself.
Michelle, I'm telling you, this topic was absolutely made for me. Thank you for bringing this to my attention again. I appreciate it so much. And if people want more information or to get in touch with you, how can they do so?
If you find me at speakmichelle.com, I've got a lot of resources for those in a side hustle and also with a full-time gig, and also just little tips and tricks to help you keep things going and high performing in whatever you do.
You're the best, lovely lady. Good to see you.